Stress isn't just in your head. It's a response from your nervous system, your immune system, and your hormones. Even when the stress is only in your mind, thinking about the past or worrying about the future, or simply weathering the day-to-day grind. Now, if you're eating right, taking supplements, maybe even exercise, but still don't feel as good as you think you should, your nervous system and stress response might be the missing piece. By the end of this video, you'll understand how chronic stress reshapes your biology, how to recognize the signs that your system is stuck in survival mode, and the practical steps you can take to start restoring regulation in a clear and realistic way. The impact of chronic stress. Here's what I want you to know before we go any further. Chronic or severe stressors are powerful disruptors of health. It doesn't just affect your mood or your thoughts, it changes how your entire physiology functions. When the stress response stays active for too long, it can shift how your brain processes information, how your hormones are released, how your gut digests and absorbs your food, how your immune system reacts, and how your cells create and use energy. Over time, this creates real changes in inflammation, metabolism, digestion, sleep, and the way your body recovers and repairs itself. This is why chronic stress can show up as so many different symptoms, from fatigue and gut problems to hormone imbalances, pain, anxiety, poor recovery, and even immune issues. If you've been trying to optimize your health but haven't considered the role of your nervous system, it may be the missing link. So what is stress? In conventional medicine, stress has been treated as something that's just in your head and just takes willpower to control. But stress is a biological event, not just in your brain, but through a coordinated response in the rest of your nervous system, hormones, and even immune system. When your brain perceives a threat, physical or emotional, real or imagined, it activates systems meant to help you survive. Short-term stressors are normal and okay. Your body will return to balance, so you don't need to live in a bubble. But it's when you undergo or even just perceive you're undergoing severe, too frequent, or chronic stressors that your body can get out of balance. Here are some signs that your body is stuck in stress mode. Poor sleep or waking unrested, fatigue or feeling wired but tired, digestive issues, frequent infections like colds or flus, or overactive of autoimmune diseases, anxiety, depression, obsessive thought loops, cravings, appetite swings, pain, tension, and reactivity. Here's the good news. You can retrain your nervous system, even if it's been this way since childhood. Healing your nervous system may just be the turning point in your health journey. How do you deal with the stress you have? The answer is developing stress resilience. This isn't about removing or avoiding all stresses. It's about developing your ability to cope with stressors without being consumed by them and to recover once the stress passes. This can apply to past trauma, chronic health conditions, burnout or overwork, emotional overwhelm, and just the go-to-go demands of regular life. Now, this isn't about forcing calm all the time. It's about creating physiological flexibility, meaning your nervous system can shift between alert and restful states when it needs to, instead of staying stuck in one mode. A flexible nervous system can respond to stress when it happens and then settle back down once the stressor's over without overreacting to other everyday triggers. How is this possible? Let's talk about nervous system retraining. Your nervous system is malleable like plastic. It can be molded. This is actually called neural plasticity. Your nervous system learns from your experiences, and with the right training and support, it can actually relearn healthier patterns, even if it has been stuck in stress mode for years. That means your nervous system is capable of change, no matter how long it's been wired into stress. Retraining your system often includes several layers of work that happens together. Things like therapy or coaching. This helps you understand how your beliefs, behaviors, and stress responses were shaped and helps you learn new patterns that support regulation instead of reactivity. Simple, consistent habits are powerful regulators. Prioritizing sleep between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m., eating whole foods, moving your body regularly, spending time outside, and reducing screen time helps your biology orient towards steadiness instead of constant activation. Connection. Healthy relationships help regulate the nervous system. Being around people who feel safe and supportive gives your body the signals it needs to shift out of survival mode and into a state of balance. Here's some other techniques. Meditation, mindfulness, and neurofeedback help retrain your nervous system and build that stress resilience so that you can be flexible when stressors happen and then return to a balanced state after. Meditation and Mindfulness 101. So one of the long-term best ways to build stress resilience and improve your ability to adapt to life's inevitable stressors is to develop a meditation and mindfulness practice. So don't worry, you don't have to be good at it. It's really just about practicing. practicing. A lot of people will say about meditation and mindfulness, well, my brain just won't shut up and I'm bad at meditating. It just makes me more frustrated. So that's normal. You're training your mind just like you can train your body. The goal isn't to completely clear your mind instantaneously. That takes a lot of practice. Also, it isn't to find some blissed out state, to escape. It's about being able to observe your thoughts and not get carried away with them. To develop the ability to work towards one less thought in this moment. Over time, this awareness changes how you can respond to everyday stressors, emotions, and daily life. A few things to know about meditation and mindfulness. You don't have to sit on the floor or cross-legged. Find a comfortable position. Meditation's also about being alert. It's not about napping, zoning out. So find a comfortable, upright position to be awake and alert for practicing. Positive affirmations and prayer are other great stress resilience developing tools, but they're not meditation. Practice being present in the moment and being the observer of your thoughts and feelings. So what's the difference between meditation and mindfulness? Think of it this way. Meditation is typically a seated practice to build the ability to sit and practice awareness and stillness. Mindfulness is bringing that same attention and awareness into our daily life, into the chores and tasks you do, whether it's driving, doing chores, or being at work. So here are some simple practices you can start doing today. Take 1 to 3 minutes and focus on the inhale and exhale. Body scans, putting your attention into relaxing each area of your body consecutively, perhaps with a breath in, and then releasing on the exhale, starting at your toes and ending with your head. And there's a lot of guided meditations, especially on apps these days, like Insight Timer, Calm, or Headspace. Importantly, walking or movement-based mindfulness activities can be really helpful for embedding doing mindfulness in your daily life. Simply do whatever task you're going to do, but practice being fully present with it, instead of with meandering thoughts. Things like brainwave music for focus, calm, or sleep are easily available on YouTube or other apps, can help get your brain into the right space to practice mindfulness and meditation. Even these small daily practices done consistently will begin to help rewire your nervous system over time, from reactivity to resilience, making it work in real life. So I get it. You're already overwhelmed. That's why we're talking about this. Adding one more thing can feel like too much, but that's exactly why this matters. So just start small. A minute of deep breathing before your day, or to interrupt it in the middle of the day at your desk. Practice silence in the car instead of a podcast, especially at stoplights. Have a few breaths. A 5-minute walk taken without your phone. Notice your surroundings, sense into your body, work on letting go of your thoughts, and focus on the present. You can simply watch where your mind is going while doing your daily tasks, and remember to constantly bring it back to the present moment. So remember, you're not trying to control your thoughts. You're not trying to deny them, suppress them. You simply become the observer, able to release them rather than be controlled by them, and then to be able to maintain being in the present moment rather than the past or the future. It can be really helpful in this day and age to reduce screen time. Consider a fast from screen time, or at least limit your daily time on social media and digital distractions. Reclaim just 10 minutes a day. Use this instead for breath work, quiet time, or movement, even in small 2 to 3 minute intervals. Remember, building these little habits will add up over time, and being able to switch into mindfulness and letting go of your thoughts will become like a reflex. Just like right now, thinking and reacting is our usual reflex. Chronic stress and nervous system dysregulation aren't pixie dust that are outside of the medical realm. They're physical factors that have very real effects on your health and biology. And this isn't just about mental health or personal growth. Mental health and nervous system reprogramming can be foundational to everything else. Your gut health, allowing your hormones to balance, calming your immune system to reduce inflammation, recovering from fatigue, improved mood, and improved energy. If you're not addressing nervous system dysregulation, it may be a missing key piece of your wellness puzzle. Reach out and let's find that piece.